Now today we are discussing about the sum vector operations. Within the sum vector operations, we have to take on the first upon the scalar multiplication of the vector. Within the scalar multiplication of vector, if the suppose we have to take in the p vector, and if we multiply the scalar factor or the scalar quantity, then the q bar is the vector form, and this q bar is equal to the multiplication of scalar to the vector, means the s multiplied by p bar. P bar is the vector and this is the s is the scalar quantity. After that we are discussing about the addition of vector. Suppose p bar and the q bar are the two vectors, then the resultant vector supposed to be any vector called as the r bar. Within this vector we have to take on the addition of these two vector is formed like that, the r bar is equal to p bar plus q bar. Suppose we have to take on the example of this. Suppose the p bar is the vector and it's have the 2 centimeter. Suppose within the 2 centimeter, or the taken the any unit also, okay, and this is the centimeter. Suppose the p bar is equal to the there should be a 2 centimeter plus, then again the vector is q bar and it is 3 centimeter, then resultant became the 5 centimeter. This is the additions of vector, isn't it? Another we have to discuss about the subtractions of the vector. Suppose there should be a p bar and the q bars are the two vector. Within the subtraction of the vector, suppose there should be, I have draw the direction like this. Now the magnitude are different and directions are there should be a different, then this vector can be written as there should be a 4 minus 2 centimeter is equal to 2 centimeter, means there should be a, this is the p bar minus q bar is equal to 2 centimeter, means there should be a resultant vector r bar. Now such way that we have to discuss about the subtractions and the additions of the vector or the vector operations. Again within this topic we have to discuss about the triangle law of vector addition. The triangle law, while discussing about the triangle law of vector addition, suppose there should be this is the origin O. The vector R originating from the point O, and this is the direction of vector. And the vector B is the origin of like this, and this is the B. Now after that we have to discuss about the triangle law of vector addition. There should be a C bar is the resultant vector. Now while discussing about the triangle law of vector addition, this statement of the triangle law of vector addition is clear that if the two vector represented the magnitude and direction, means these two vector a bar and b bar are represent the magnitude and the directions, then there should be a resultant represent the magnitude and direction also, means this c bar is also represented the magnitude and direction by the third sides of the triangle. If the a bar and the b bar are the two sides of the triangle, the resultant gives the third sides of the given triangle, and this drawn in opposite sense, means there should be, this is the direction of this vector and this is the direction of this vector, means there should be a, this is called as the triangle law. In short we can call as the vector additions of the two sides of the triangle gives the resultant, then the another remaining side or the third sides of the triangle, and this can be written as C bar is equal to A bar plus B bar. Now by the triangle law of vector addition we have to discuss about the properties of the vector addition. Means if there should be a two vectors or the two sides of the triangle, then this triangle law gives the commutative properties. Now see here, what is the commutative property? If there should be an addition of p bar plus q bar is equal to q bar plus p bar, means these two vectors are gives the commutative property. Then again the next property of this vector is given as there should be another there should be a property is that associative law. The triangle of vector addition also gives the associative property. This is given as like this: a bar plus b bar into bracket plus there should be a c bar, and it gives there should be a bar plus there should be a b bar plus c bar. Means there should be this gives the associative property. Means there should be this law or the triangle of vector addition gives the two's property. Which two property? It gives the commutative law and also associative law. While discussing about within this topic, we have to take on it is such a basic depending upon the triangle of vector addition. Then another law we have to discuss about the law of parallelogram of vector. This law of parallelogram of vector is useful for finding the magnitude and direction of vector. Magnitude and direction of vector. Okay. Now after that we have to discuss about the magnitude and direction of the vector. Within the magnitude of direction of vector, first upon we have to discuss about the triangle of vector addition. Means give the basic of the triangle of vector addition in the law of parallelogram. If there should be a two vector are represented like that p bar and the q bar, the magnitude and direction of the two adjacent sides of the parallelogram. Adjacent side in Marathi lagatcha bazu, isn't it? Okay, now see here. We have to take on what is the adjacent sides of parallelogram. Then the resultant gives, this is the resultant. This is the resultant vector of this parallelogram. See that this is the parallelogram. Means resultant gives the magnitude and direction by the which gives the resultant the diagonal of a parallelogram starting from the common point of the two vector or the origin point of the two vector. This is the origin point of OA bar and the OB bar, or in short the P bar and the Q bar, and R bar is also is the origin of this P bar and the Q bar. Now within this topic we have to discuss about we have to calculate about on the experience of the law. We have to find out the magnitude and directions of the resultant vector, means this diagonal. In short we can call it as the diagonal. Suppose again I have to draw the figure like this here. Suppose there should be this is the P bar, it is indicated by the red color or the red ball pen, and this is also another Q bar, and this is also a resultant. Now this is the law of parallelogram. After that, first there should be a OA bar and the OB bar are the two sides of the parallelogram. It is originating from the point O. It is originating from the point O. Now there should be a vector represented by OA bar or the P bar is also same as the there should be this BC bar or the P bar. Now this side and these sides are the same. We know that we see in previous standard. I am not discussing how it is. Now again we have to discuss about the another part is that which is the another part, there should be a theta is the angle between them. The angle of P bar and the Q bar are, there should be a theta. Theta is the angle between them. Then for the while the solutions of this triangle law law of parallelogram of vector addition, we have to discuss about the magnitude and the directions of this R bar. Magnitude and directions of this R bar. For this we have to take on some construction in that of the diagram. Suppose expand or the extend the OA bar at point D and draw the perpendicular on them from the point C is like as this is the angle theta and this is angle also theta. Now consider the triangle. Suppose OCD. Where is the OCD? OCD. Now by using the Pythagoras theorem, there should be this is the OC square is equal to, there should be a OD square plus there should be a CD square, like this. Means, and after that we have to know that there should be this total side is nothing but the OD, and OD are just separated by OA plus AD. I have to write here. Now put this value in this OD bar. Put this value in this OD bar. Then how can be written as instead of OD bar we have to write OA plus AD. Now OA plus AD bracket square is as it is. Why? Because of this is the OD square is here. Now there should be a OA plus AD plus CD square. This equation become, and this is the value of OC square. Now there should be a squaring this bracket. The first term square OA square plus twice of OA into AD plus AD square, it is become here. Now CD is as it is. Now interchanging the place of this, we have to take on this is in the bracket and this to the outside, not the outside, but there should be a as adjustment. Now see here, there should be a OA square. This equation become OA square plus into bracket AD square plus CD square plus twice of OA plus into AD. Now see here, after that we have to discuss about the one more fact is that now consider the triangle. Consider the triangle. For the discussion of this, we have to taken here. Now I have to. Okay. Are you see like this? Now again consider the triangle. Suppose there should be a triangle ACD. ACD. Again we have to construct there should be a triangle and we have to consider. Now by the Pythagoras theorem, there the AC square is equal to AD square plus CD square. Now within this triangle we know that there should be by the trigonometric function there should be a AD square AD upon AC is equal to cos of theta, and the AD is equal to, this can be converted into AD is equal to this side multiplied to this side, then the AD is equal to AC cos of theta is here. Now consider, we know that this is the OC is here, this is the OC is here, this is the OC. Substitute all this value in this equation. We have to take on the OA square as it is, this OA square is as it is. Then instead of this we have to take in from this equation AC square is equal to, there should be AD square plus CD square, put this into this equation. There should be this is called as the AC square, and the remaining should have the twice of OA as it is. Instead of AD we have to value of AD is equal to AC cos of theta. AD is equal to AC cos of theta. Now after that, put on this diagram we have to take on, or we have to know that the OC is equal to R bar. This is the resultant vector R bar. Now OA is equal to P bar, isn't it? Okay, and there should be we have to discuss about, then the AC is equal to OB is equal to theta. There should be angle between them. Now how we have to discuss about this equation become, put it into this equation, there should be R square is equal to P square plus Q square plus twice of PQ. This is the multiplied sign here, cos of theta, isn't it? Okay. Now this gives the magnitude of resultant vector, and the magnitude of resultant vector can be gives this equation is in the square form. We have to take in the under root of this equation or the square root of this equation. Now the R bar is the resultant amplitude. This R bar can be calculated as under root of P square plus Q square plus twice of PQ cos of theta, and this is the resultant magnitude of a resultant vector. Magnitude of resultant vector. In short, we can call as the magnitude of resultant vector. Here we have to calculate the magnitude of resultant vector. Means there should be a half part is ended. Again we have to take on the directions of this vector. Which vector? This resultant vector. From there should be alpha is the angle. Suppose we have to take on here the alpha. Alpha is the angle between, there should be a OC bar and the OA bar. If we consider the triangle, there should be a OCD, OC and D, whole triangle. This is the OCD triangle. Now within the OCD there should be a tan of alpha is equal to we have to take on CD upon the OD, CD upon OD. But we have to take on the OD is equal to in previous topic, OD is equal to OA plus AD. Now we have to put the value of this. After that, the putting this value, we have to discuss about the another function. Suppose the alpha is the angle between, suppose I have to discuss here, the alpha is the angle between, whereas this the OC and the OD. Then by the triangle this OCD, we have to consider here the tan function is became, the tan of alpha is equal to CD upon OD. But the OD is equal to, we have to written here, OD is equal to OA plus AD is here. Now see here like this. Okay. After that we have to discuss about the another function, the AD is equal to, within this triangle AD upon AC is equal to cos of theta. Then the AD become the AC cos of theta. Then again we have to CD upon AC is equal to sin of theta. Now CD become this. Then again substitute all this value, means there should be a this value within this equation. Then its equation become tan of alpha is equal to AC sin of theta. OA is as it is. Then instead of AD we have to discuss about the AC cos of theta, means this equation become, by the representation of vector form, we have to take on Q sin of theta upon P plus Q cos of theta, and after that this is the value of tan of alpha. After that we have to find out the value of alpha. For the calculation of the alpha value, we have to discuss about tan inverse of, there should be a Q sin of theta upon P plus Q cos of theta, and this is nothing but there should be a direction of resultant factor R bar. This is the direction, and R is equal to under root of P square plus Q square plus twice of PQ into cos of theta. This is the magnitude of resultant vector, and the alpha is equal to tan inverse of Q sin of theta upon P plus Q cos of theta is the resultant direction of a resultant vector. Now we are stop here.